Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live with Dan Priest
And Charlie.
and Charlie the dog. It's been a while since we've been out here on the beachfront, isn't it?
Feels good.
But it's going to be 85 degrees today. We're coming into Memorial Day weekend. It's about that time.
It sure is.
Dan pulled up out here and I said, "What are we going to talk about?" He said, "Hurricane season." I said, "Well, it's about that time. June 1st, isn't it?"
Yeah, June 1st.
So we've been talking about checking your insurance all winter, you know, having someone go over it, whether it's theirs or they call you. What should people be doing now? Hopefully we don't need it, but like we always say, it's not a matter of if you're going to need it, it's when. What should everyone do now to get ready?
Well, it is a good time to start addressing that. And, you know, it's a beautiful day back here today, but starting in June 1st, that can change in 48 hours, and you better be ready to go.
We've seen it.
Yeah, we've lived it,
We've
seen
been
it. Yeah, we sure
it.
have. So, you know, now is the time to truly start getting ready. And the first thing that people don't really think about in getting ready is thinking about an evacuation plan, where you're going to go. So if you live on the upper Texas coast, anywhere, even if you're as far in as Beaumont or Houston, you have to be thinking about leaving.
Because it's not just you, it's 1.5 million other people too.
It's you, your family, your pets, 1.5 million other people trying to get on the road to get out of town.
You know, it's funny you say that, because when Laura was coming in a couple years ago, you know, I stay on top of the things. We were doing shows about it, and I told Chris, I said, "Look, we're going to get up at 2:30. You're going to catch the 3:30 a.m. ferry, and you're going to be in Austin by 9 o'clock. And you'll miss the traffic in Houston and miss the traffic in Austin." She thought I was crazy, but we've already got our box together with our papers and everything. But she had traffic when she was going through Houston, and it wasn't traffic coming this way towards downtown. It was people jumping the gun and leaving because they didn't know what they were going to do.
You know, that's an interesting thing you bring up. Leaving, knowing where you're going to go, and you probably should have two different directions, one to the west, maybe to the north and to the east, where you plan to go, if that's friends or just a town you want to visit to get out of the way. But leave early. Don't wait, because if you wait, you're with everybody else that waited. Make an early decision, and if you're wrong, you had a nice day out of town overnight. And if you're right, then you beat the traffic. You don't have to spend up to 24 hours on the road, which happened before. So getting that plan together and getting it ready is the first step. Secondly, you know, get some supplies, because even if you go out of town and you're good, you're going to want to come back in and check on your property. And when you come back in to check on your property, you may find, as we experienced before in Lumberton here, you could be out of power for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You don't have any refrigeration for your food, so get perishables together. There is a list on FEMA of things that you need to do, but make sure you have 3 or 4 days of food and maybe 5 days of water to start, to come back into town, to check on your property, to be there if you want to stay, and move forward with that. You also need to make sure your insurance is up to date. That's what we do. Call us, call your agent, go over it. If you've done that recently, get copies of your policies, and get phone numbers. Get a communication plan. Ask your agent what's going to happen in the event of a storm, and you need them. We have a way that we're going to be online the next day if you need to, and I'm sure other agencies do as well. Check that out. Find out how you're going to need to contact them. Make sure you have the claims numbers in the event you cannot contact your agent. You know, it's in a disaster. That's what it is. It's a disaster. And communications sometimes go down.
My hurricane is about 6 cases of water in the back of my truck, and I keep that at the house from about the middle of June, 1st of July, through until October.
Yeah.
And then we go ahead and use it. I keep it inside where it's cool, where it's not out in the sun. I keep plenty of blood pressure medicine in the summer.
Medications.
Last summer I had insulin that I'm on. Luckily I don't have to have as much now, but always have. Everyone laughed because I had about 6 cans of Spam and a loaf of bread when I left, And everyone said, what are you going to do with that? I said, trust me, I can have it raw or I can fry it, and you can survive. And that's the biggest thing, is plan ahead. And if you're not going to be traveling with a loved one, like Chris, I knew exactly where she was going all the way up to my mom's. You can get trackers for phones, you know, so you can find out if they're in trouble, where they're at. But that's the biggest thing, is we're coming up to the season, and you want to be prepared. You know, I'm set up to where I'm mobile. I know your office is now mobile.
We are mobile.
To where they could be scattered everywhere, but they're taking care of customers. And it's the same way with me. If the cameras are down, we'll be back down here, you know, with coverage and stuff. But the biggest thing is prepare now, because let me tell you, there's nothing worse than last minute, oh, I need some batteries for the flashlight. I need to get bottled water. And let me tell you, around here, it'll sell out quick too.
That's the case anywhere that in the hurricane zone, which
I've seen
I consider
Sam's cleared out in one day.
That's at least the first 2 counties in off the coast is the hurricane zone, and everybody's going to sell out. Please do not wait till the last minute or think it's not going to hit here, because it might not. But if it does, you've got to be able to self-sustain. Don't forget your pet food either.
Yeah. And we went to my mom's for her 90th birthday 3 weeks ago, and we got up there and everything and had the bowls, and I told Chris, where's the dog food? So I had to make a mad dash.
Was the dog eating your Spam?
No, I had to make a mad dash down to the pet store to get her dog food, because I had it out. I just forgot it. But, you know, I carry gas with me. Like with Laura, I had 15 gallons in the back of the truck just in case, you know, we had trouble getting gas and stuff, so I could get around. So biggest thing is prepare now. Start putting a little bit together each paycheck, and it really doesn't cost that much. Go over your insurance, and a lot of stuff saves, you know, and have that box of your insurance, emergency phone numbers, insurance policies, water bill, and your utility bill for down where you live, because so you can get back in if you have to. All that stuff needs to be in one box, just stays in there. Run copies of it so that you have it year round, because with the freeze, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. So, well, Dan, if people have questions on their insurance, how can they get hold of you?
Give us a call, 409-755-7600 or priestinsuranceagency.com. Reach us that way as well.
And you can call them, you can email them, all that off their website. It's real easy to use. So, well, Dan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Glad we're out here on the beach. Charlie, was his name Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie, hope you had a good time down here. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Remember, you can see Bolivar Live now on Roku TV and Amazon Fire on Bolivar Live TV, and now on our website. You don't have to have social media, and you can stay connected. Until next time, God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972, with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.